All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down throw, Locke. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Locke. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Locke. And he connects with Ebron. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Mack. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep here for Ebron. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Love. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Radley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And they'll go with a ground attack here. he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Luck now to throw. And he's got a moonwalk. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Luck now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Play action. It's locked. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Michael Kendricks. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Luck in the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the 50, it's locked. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Lock Edwards now to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. This is Scarborough. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Hunt. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
second down. Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the interception, it's Love. Nunez got it, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now a carry from Mack. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Love. And this is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Love. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts are in for 6. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Stays on his feet. The 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Luck. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll give it to him up the middle. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Following the field goal on is Locke Edwards to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Hunt. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. So we reach halftime here, and well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll run again with Hunt. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Got to love what they're doing on offense right now.
Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Now, Barney.
Here's Hunt. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mayfield now from the 50. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Scarborough. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
That's how we do it, baby.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So maybe the defense will have to kickstart the offense here. The first points of the game comes from that defensive unit.
Yeah, sometimes you get together and you say, hey, maybe it's on us today. We have to go out and force the issue and make a play and get everyone else going. It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Now Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
On.
Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Reese. A very solid gain of 20. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he connects with Ebron. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good for a Colt 1st down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Here's Luck now on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. To throw on second down is Luck. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone, costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Luck. Buying time to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Indianapolis, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.